What's going on, y'all? It's Masterpiece, and today I'm gonna burst open a coconut for you, and it's not gonna be my favorite kind, and I'm gonna explain why. So there's definitely benefits of getting coconuts into your body in general. That being the overall purity of the water, and the mineral content in it is derived from a plant source, so it's actually a liquid mineral. So, and another thing is about why I don't like these, that we'll get into, is the wrapping. So when you go to your typical stores, you'll find young coconuts, which are like big and green. You'll find coconuts like these, which are called young coconuts from Thailand, young Thailand coconuts. Or you'll find old coconuts, mature coconuts with the brown, hairy husks. So you just open this up. Now, nature already makes coconuts in its own package, which is like a green shell, and the husk around it is like, you know, like this thick. So I don't know why they need to do this in order to, you know, wrap it and scan it faster. It just creates so much waste. I mean, 1 million of these a day must be dropping into a landfill somewhere. Now, when if all you can find is this, then what you want to look for when you're shopping is the softness of the bottom part here. All right. The pointy top is going to be hard typically. If that's soft, then you don't want it. If this is soft, then you don't really want it either. Wait till they get a new shipment, or simply just try to find a harder one. Okay, so you want this to be firm. This bottom part is the part that you rest on the table, stabilized. And so, you know, they've really made this into like a product, you know what I mean? So anyways, you just make sure you get a sharp, heavy knife. It has to have weight on the end of it so that it can do all the work for you, right? When you put it in. So you're just gonna be going around the top here, okay? And you're gonna be exposing the coconut inside. Okay, so this part here, that's the coconut inside. So we're gonna be cutting around that. When you get a coconut and it's green, and you see where it was attached by the stem, that's not the side that you want to do this on. That would be like this. So the stem would be like this, and then the bottom, relatively smooth part of the green would be under here. You want to start from down there. Okay. Okay, you can just shave it around and then give it a triangle, a 1, 2, 3. Okay, just with the butt of the knife here, the butt of the knife blade, and you're just gonna basically just one, pop, pop, pop. Okay. I'm getting the coconut that you asked me for. Oh, by the way, this is great for children because coconut, the flesh has lauric acid in it, and it's actually one of the few products of nature that we can consume that contains lauric acid. So I've just cracked open the top and exposed this. If you have a juicer, like a slow press juicer, you can actually put this white part down the juicer and it will make milk. And that's what I raise my baby on in between her breast milk. So we're just gonna pop this open, and my daughter, she wants some coconut here. Here you go. Here you go. And then you can drink it straight from here, or you can pour it in a glass. The more yellow the water is, the older it is. The clearer it, the more clear it is, the more sweet and fresh it tastes. It's so good. Here, you have that, and I'll have this. Whew. It's a great way to start the morning.
I
Coconut.
Eat some coconut. That's all.
Okay. I already have one split open here. And what you want to do here, you can eat this. And what you'll want to do here is you'll just want to hold this rounded part of the spoon into the coconut and kind of just cut in and just spin it around. So I'm trying to show you guys here. And just spin it. Just work it and spin it. Now there's tools for this, of course, but you know, you don't gotta you don't gotta spend money just because there's some people that don't know how to do this, so they make a product to do it. You know what I mean? You can do this naturally. The people of the islands have been doing this without no tools like this for years. I mean, like centuries, millennia, since time. Okay, so we got the white meat out. Right now, this is at a jelly, fishy, like a kind of like a calamari, like a squid. Here, kind of like that kind of a texture, or like a scallop or something like that. That's why this kind of coconut is great to use as a seafood recipe. If you want to like make like a fake crab or fake lobster. So this is really great. Bunch of fats, lots of proteins in here, and minerals, you know. Really good. But again, not my absolute favorite. Here, you have it. I just crack it open for her and she eats it. That's the way she gets her natural fats, proteins, omegas, and her minerals. You know what I mean? And the water, I was going to say, the water is one of the only things that we consume that is still alive, is still living, the enzymes are intact, is one of the few waters that still keeps its structural integrity after it's gone through the circulation of your body and comes back through your heart. So you drink it, it goes in and it spreads out through your body. It's very bioavailable. So it goes into your body, into your bloodstream, and it circulates, and by the time it comes back to your heart, it's still active. It hasn't assimilated into you yet. So, I mean, drink up. Cheers. What you'll want to do from here is you'll just want to chop it, right? So you're going to want to pick a line and stick with it. Okay? Now, I've been doing this for a long time. So I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm comfortable with the knife or the machete or whatever you're using. But for those that aren't, make sure that your knife is super sharp, because if it's not, then it's gonna bounce around, and if it does a double skip and bounces, you might take your thumb off with it. And always hold it away from you, and never have like your thumb or like, you know, your hand in the way and go like this. Let me guess, you bit your tongue? Oh. Okay guys, I think you guys get the picture. I gotta take off here. But once you open the coconut, it should look nice and white and fresh like this. Now what will happen is, when they mature on the tree, the outer green will start to turn brown and ripply. It'll start rippling. That's when you start to peel it off and you expose that husky layer, and then that's what's sold into stores like that. Now the cool thing is, the younger the coconut, and I've said this many times before, the younger the coconut, the more water it has in it. You guys saw me just take many gulps of that. If I was to get this coconut when it was green, then I could open that, and this like flesh, the meat of the coconut, it would be like a jelly, kind of like a hair gel. Okay, and then you could scoop that out and slurp that up. The really amazing thing is that the water sticks to the side, like the fruit, the coconut, the seed. It like extracts the minerals out of the water, and so when you get an old coconut in the store that's dark and brown, there's only a little bit of water in it. But when you get the young coconut, there's like a full glass every time. Okay, so that's just one amazing thing. So basically we got the coconut meat out here, and I got the blender here, my Vitamix, and we can put a banana in here just for a little bit of a balanced sweetness, you know, more of a familiar sweetness. Just throw the coconut meat in there. I'm just doing this with one hand right now. Boom. Now we can grab some of the water from the coconut here and pour some of that in, just to make it liquidy. And just for fun, we got some papaya. This can add a little bit of color into it and a little bit of flavor. Also, papaya has a lot of enzymes in it. I mean, like, they're like high capacity enzymes as well. It's like they're a wide profile of enzymes, so it's gonna help break down a lot of different things. Okay, so if you're trying to detox and get that flesh food out of you, you might want to go on like maybe like a week papaya feast where all you eat is papaya and water, distilled water. You might want to just add papaya in at the end of every single one of your meals from now on, and this will ensure that the food that you're eating, whether it's cooked or not, is going to break down more efficiently. And these seeds are very good for if you have constipation, if you're backed up. They look smooth. I doubt if I could catch this, but they look smooth, but there's this cap, and you can burst it. It's kind of like caviar. Burst it, pop, and then when you open it up, you see that there's actually very bumpy and rigid. See that? It's kind of like a grenade, or like a little, like maybe like a sea cucumber. Anyways, this stuff is really great for scrubbing out the colon and getting a lot of the mucoid plaque and a lot of the animal proteins that just will not break down. It's good for clearing that out. So if you want to blend that up in a juice smoothie, you can, and it's very, very, very bitter. Okay, so we got the coconut, papaya, and banana. So let's go ahead and kick this baby on. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. Get the lid. Done. Now I can put it in my baby's cup. So that's a very nutritious meal. And right now the papaya is actually breaking down the fats and the proteins of the coconut and bananas. So actually it's expanding the nutritional profile. So cheers. So now that we know that there's enough proteins and fats and salts and minerals and waters and all of this to sustain ourselves without the use of animal or animal byproducts, what are we going to do? What choice are we going to make? Well, I've chosen the compassionate and truly peaceful route, and I hope you do too. The more we do this, the cheaper the prices will go, the tastier the foods will be, and the better off we're all going to be, and the less harm we'll be doing to our fellow earthlings. All right? Eat some nice, tasty, fresh, living foods, and your body will take care of you. All right? So this is Masterpiece, and like I always said, hey, eat to live. Peace.